Can you hear me?
No. So what I was wanting to say, that'll work, yeah. So what I was wanting to say is that, you know, a lot of these women, they want to party and bullshit and fuck and suck and do all this bullshit over here and over there and everywhere. And then they still want to marry
the good looking dude at the party.
The super good looking dude, the buff dude that's financially stable, and that's not happening. So when that doesn't happen, they end up with Bolo. And I know a guy named Bolo, so I'm not dissing the Bolo thing, but they end up with Bolo. Bolo isn't any of that. He's got the nappy beard. He's missing a few teeth.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, Anthony Hamilton.
Okay. He's missing a few teeth, and they stuck with his ass. You understand what I'm saying? And so we looking on social media, and we saying, man, you see this shit? Because the fact of the matter is that the good-looking dude with the gym dude, he's going to fuck her and a couple of other chicks at the gym, and he has no intention on settling with any of them. And he'll do the same shit. He'll run his goddamn value into the ground in the sense that he'll spend all of his coochie coupons while he's young and spend his youth doing bullshit, and then he'll end up with Mavis.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because the one that they usually marry, that guy who's like that usually marries, is somebody you'd be like, what? Is she the sister from the church, too, when he turned his life around?
Right.
Usually. No, for real.
No, for real.
I'm the sister at the church.
But the thing is, you know what's funny is, you every woman, because you also the sister at the club.
Right.
This is true.
Right.
You also like, I'm going to live my
That's
life
why,
until I
you know what,
find
that's
what
why,
I want.
but see, and here's the thing. Do y'all know that is the hardest and the most difficult part of me understanding my singleness? Is that because I am all those things. I'm not that woman that a dude looks at and he's like, this all this bitch want to do is go to church. She don't want to have fun. I like the fact that she love the Lord, but that's all she want to do. No, I want to go to church. I might still be a little hungover on Sunday morning from the party we went to on Saturday night.
Want to share a few cookies?
I'm gonna share some cookies, and I'm gonna give you some unicorn cookies. Some unicorn cookies.
Unicorn cookies, I guess, are always A1.
And I might keep the thigh high stiletto boots on while doing so.
Do it.
Come on, listen.
Sis.
I am all of those things, and I'm like, okay, wait. I work. I got my own. I'm funny. I think I'm funny.
You funny
even when I try not to be.
When you try to go off on somebody, it's still funny.
It's
still funny.
Damn.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know what
I'm gonna figure it out.
For some men, you're too much because you don't really need them. And we know that men like to be needed. They feel like they have, but on paper,
you need them in a way, in a different way. You know what I'm saying? You don't need them in the way that they want to be needed, perhaps. A lot of men, if they are not the provider, they feel inadequate.
He can come provide. I'm going to still work.
Yeah.
But you can come provide.
But it's hard to provide for a motherfucker that's got more than you.
Exactly, because she buy that shit herself.
But here's what I say. In a situation like that, get your money up if you can. You know, try to make it the way you can pay all the bills and shit, and let her spend her money on what she wants to spend it on. Chances are she'll spend it on you. Hey, so, you know.
And that would probably quite clearly be the case, because I'm always trying to look to do something for somebody. My babies, if I love you, I got you. What you say? You got need, I got you.
I think I'm kind of getting over that, though. I don't want to do that no more.
What, spending money on your kids?
No, my babies always, but like men. Like
it depends.
I'm that person, but I feel like I've learned that if we aren't halfway that person, if you aren't a little bit that person,
there has to be. There has to be.
Over.
It's a match of energy.
Yeah.
It's a match of energy.
I get that.
And even if you cannot buy for me along the lines of which I buy for you, but you buy for me along the lines that's acceptable for your pocket. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then I'm cool. But if you don't never do nothing for me, because I made the comment to my person the other day, I said, hey, what have you done for me lately?
Eddie Murphy did that.
We not going. That's Janet Jackson.
That's
well,
Janet Jackson.
Eddie Murphy.
We
both
say
of
the
them
Janet Jackson version.
You know, and
the stand up.
And I said. He was like, huh? I was like, I just, was thinking that it's been a minute since you just kind of done something special for me.
Yeah.
So I don't know if maybe, it just has not crossed your mind or if you've gotten really comfortable. But what I'm saying to you is don't.
Yeah, like and that
because if you get comfortable not doing things special for me, I will recognize it and I will stop doing those things that I do and thinking of you in the way that I think of you. Because if I was in the guest store the other day,
but one thing, wait a minute, let me say this. You have to make a conscious effort not to do those things. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you want to stop, and that's not fair because now I'm not being me.
I'm not being true to who I am.
Yes.
Yeah. So, I said, and that's what made me think about it because I saw these pants and I was like, oh, I like these pants. I like the color. I like the little sheen on these pants. I was like, that bold leg would really look good in these pants. Silly. Because sometimes now I'm a giver, but I'm also selfish. So when I buy certain things for him, it is not really just for him. It's because I want to look at him in it. But and vice versa. You get what I'm saying? So anyway, when I was getting ready to get those pants, I paused. Because I thought about, well, wait, when's the last time I've gotten a gift? Yeah, these gonna stay on the rack. I had that conversation with him
recently. Yeah, I've had to do
I had that conversation with him. I had that conversation with him.
Because I'm making you aware that
I'm making
coming
from the heart or you're doing it to get shit?
From the heart,
it's coming from the heart, but at the end of the day, when do you
know what I'm saying? Like, do you feel
because
that way?
I'm constantly doing things, even if it's like, for example, I work from home. My job is a little more lax on certain days than others. On those days, guess what? He's not working somewhere that's 10 minutes from my house. So I get up and I go take him lunch. I don't go buy him lunch. I come downstairs in my kitchen and cook him lunch and take it to him at his job. Awesome. So I get to ask those questions. When have you done? Because sometimes the everyday shit I do for you is enough for you to want to do something special for me.
I get it. And sometimes there are special things being done and it may not be done at the same frequency.
Again, you're right. And that's why I said it made me think about it.
What have you done for me lately?
Yeah,
it's been a minute.
At the end of the day, let's look at it like this. You got Miss and that that's an older name. You got Miss who?
Natalie?
No, not
who's this person?
The young woman that's out here doing all the crazy shit right now, Jada. You got little Jada running around doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? Ain't worried about no nigga. Don't need no man for nothing. I'm smoking hookah and dancing with my friends. You know what I'm saying? Okay. She get older. Everybody already know you been ran through. We know you.
But I gotta stop because you keep saying that. But I don't agree with the fact that you're saying, oh, because she out here, she dancing with her friends and she smoking hookah and she doing this. I think she doing that because guess what?
What?
One, I can, and two, maybe it's not so much that she doesn't want to be married. Maybe it's that opportunity just hasn't presented itself. So since it hasn't presented itself, I'm gonna just keep doing me until it does.
Because she's a little baddie, though. Dudes are after her, and dudes that are after her
to sleep with her.
She's not giving them enough time to get to know her to the degree that they could try to propose.
I think there are too many variables right here to make those type of concepts.
Men are not really pressed to get married at 22.
No, not at 22. But what I'm saying, but you know what happens though? Let me tell you how it happens, and you all know this. You meet him at 24, 25. You date seriously. And then he realizes, man, I love this motherfucker. I want to marry her. So it's not going to happen just because you go on a few dates or you hang out a few times and have relations. No, it's not going to happen like that. But you got to stick around long enough for the nigga to try to propose to you to fall in love with you.
Y'all really want us to stick around for forever before you decide, okay,
but if you hadn't given that man a few years,
you, Gina, damn.
If you haven't given that man a few years, then you can't be running around talking about, ain't nobody trying to marry me. Anybody trying to marry? What's wrong with me?
First of all, why the fuck we talking like that?
Well, first of all, if we are dating,
where did our teeth go?
If we are dating, if we're dating And yeah, if we're in a relationship, then yeah, give it time. But if you somebody that's not even seriously trying to have a relationship with me, and I'm 23, 24 years old, then that makes a difference. I'm free to do what I want to do.
You should be, but what I'm saying, these years, women
but
tend
it's not
to
that
waste.
I don't want to get married.
Okay,
I want to get
that's
married,
fine.
but if you're not willing to date me seriously, I can't marry you.
But you're not giving him a chance. He don't know he want to marry you yet.
Now that's your story. That's your side of the story from the man. Now this is going to be our side of the story
from
from
a
the
woman.
woman. These dudes that are in my age demographic that we're out there partying with and everything, they not even looking for a steady relationship, Mom.
But you fucking them though, Dad.
Because
you fucking them though. So here's what I'm saying to you.
Let me finish my part. They're not looking for a steady relationship, and if I'm going to stay in this age demographic because I don't like
I don't want half a cookie. I don't want cookies that's been bitten off of, that's been this crumbling, the expiration date on the motherfucker.
Why do y'all think?
We don't done dick.
Right. We got community dick. We got you got mileage on your penis just like she got mileage on her pussy. I don't want a motherfucker that's done dipped and dapped in every motherfucking thing.
Men always quick to talk about a woman be a hoe, but y'all slut it out like a motherfucker. We know about 5 people that y'all done slept with right here. We ain't gonna talk about the whole surrounding areas, but 5 people right here.
Yeah.
Y'all slut it out like motherfucker, but we supposed to be sitting there.
Well, I mean, after all, you are women, and women are held.
Boy, fuck you.
Listen, love it or hate it. Love it or hate it. Women are held to a different standard in society. True, false, maybe. Yes, no, maybe.
We can be
true,
held
false,
to a different
no.
standard, but the truth is.
So if you know that you're held to a different standard, and you are receivers, you understand what I'm saying?
But then let's take it a step further.
Okay.
Let's take it a step further. Then let's talk about your care and your concern for black women and how you handle them.
Exactly.
If you know that we are receivers,
yeah.
then stop trying to be out here running through us. Then treat us like we're receivers. Don't come to me and talk about you're held to a higher standard. Was she held to a higher standard when you was blowing a motherfucking back out?
Exactly.
Where's your standard?
Exactly.
In all honesty, she was.
She wasn't
because she was held to a higher standard.
Wife, you shouldn't have gave her no pipe. If you
That's
felt
right.
that way.
That's right.
She took my Jesse Jackson phrase for the week. Okay.
Do better with yourself. Value your penis.
Okay, and you're absolutely right when you say that. But let me explain something to you about a young 20-something horny motherfucker.
And women are horny in their 20s.
I imagine so. I guess so.
Like y'all fucking us. We not fucking random goals.
Oh no, but no. Because them boys telling me that she fucked me. That's that. Yeah.
I said we fucking y'all.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So
we not here doing animals, y'all. Who you think we having sex with?
I thought it was something. No, I thought it was like he was fucking her, but no, she fucking him. Okay. So here's what I'm saying about all of this. What I'm saying is, if you want a goddamn party and hoe, that's gonna hold on, no, because some women want to party and hoe. Yes, no, maybe.
So there's some women that want to party and hoe.
Right.
If those women in that age bracket, that's what they want at that time, and then they find themselves later in life and they can't get the husband. You brought it on yourself, but you can't make that a general rule for women in their 20s.
But there's a lot of women who's partying at home. I know a woman right now. She's popular as shit, man. She's popular in a motherfucker. She ain't bad looking. But she ain't gorgeous. But she can get a man. Single as a motherfucker. You know why? She too busy partying and hoeing. But she want a husband. But she ain't got the patience to be virtuous and sit back and
you know what?
Wait.
She want a husband because society.
You sitting on a goddamn hot plate.
She probably wants a husband because that's what society tells her she's supposed to have or she's supposed to want.
If you don't want to be married and you want to party and hoe, just party. I know women that been partying and hoeing since partying and hoeing been partying and hoeing.
Okay, hold up. Hold the fuck up. Pause.
Get him, sis. I miss
Pause.
you. Get him.
Pause for this cause, because let me explain something to you. You can't say she has to be, she need to sit down and be virtuous. Because let me tell you what you motherfuckers do.
Ooh.
Not all of us.
Let me tell you what you do.
I'm guilty, but not all of us.
You look for this certain type of woman who's virtuous and she's this and she's that. And guess what? You marry her and then you still fuck up on her. You still go fuck
you out there with the bad bitches.
You out there with the bitches throwing it in a circle.
Exactly.
Listen.
So here's the thing. I have virtuous
in the office looking at people throwing it in a circle.
Cause Quita gonna let you do that little thing, man.
Well,
the virtuous motherfucker ain't gonna let you do it.
Virtuous woman go out there,
so does that
live
mean
her life,
I'm not
learn to do the virtuous thing. Then you would have had that and a wife. You would have had a wife.
Exactly.
No, because what's gonna happen is. What's gonna happen? Okay, let's act like sex ain't spiritual. Let's act like y'all not receivers. Let's act like these spirits ain't goddamn jumping up in your ass.
Pull up.
Pull on up.
Let's act like this ain't a real thing now.
It is.
Okay, so by the time I get you your virtue and all of your pureness and shit, if if your virtue, if your virtue or lack thereof was a person, it's Pookie right now.
Okay, so let me say this. let me say this.
I was prom queen.
A woman, hold up. A woman can be ran through.
Yes.
By one motherfucker to just do it wrong. If we talking about spiritually,
because
let's
he done brought 10 Jezebels to her bed.
So
absolutely.
she ain't been out here fucking out of both pants legs. Okay, she fucked one motherfucker and was committed to one motherfucker that just did her wrong, and he brought all this shit to her.
And now he done brought goddamn 10 bitches with 100 niggas
so
attached.
So when do you motherfuckers start valuing who the fuck y'all are and what the fuck y'all do and what that does to us?
I agree. But at the end of the day,
and then you want to tell me I'm not virtuous, I'm not good enough because bitch.
What I'm saying, watch your hoisms. And I'm not talking to y'all
we sleeping
per
with
se.
Y'all. We understand that.
But
we sleeping with y'all though.
So then
y'all
you got
want us to have all this value, but y'all need to
be
be held accountable and value yourselves
because
as well.
This whole you hold no value to me. You ran through. I don't want you.
Okay.
That's why I'm going over here to White Sam.
Oh, see,
Hindu Harry,
and
all of them, and then you mad because why wouldn't a black woman go over there? She get a decent looking man, she get a well standing man, but then you ran through, so now you over here with Trailer Park Trina and big belly Susie over here
That's a real
at
thing.
the trailer park.
That's a real thing.
Because you ran through over here.
But no, my point is this, man. These young sisters out here right now that's wanting to complain about men and this and that and the third and all of this. You got to at some point, and Brown Liquor and them said it best. At some point, we got to take responsibility. Y'all got to take responsibility for your own fucking actions. You didn't have to fuck Slick Willie.
Okay.
Slick Willie and when you get through, fuck us.
That's right.
But no, you just said that y'all fucking them.
But we fucking who wants to fuck us.
Here's the thing,
and I'm not saying that personally, but you know what I'm saying? We are not out there fucking
because
lions, tigers, and bears. We're fucking you. We're fucking black men.
Okay,
that's right.
But you're fucking the wrong black men, perhaps.
Why is it the wrong one?
Because if Slick Willie don't want nothing with you, why have you been fucking him for 3 fucking years? Off and on,
you know why?
Since college.
Now you know why? I'm tell you why we fucking him.
You been fucking Slick Willie since college.
And I'm gonna tell you why.
And he ain't never met your mama. He ain't never brought you to his motherfucking mama. He ain't never brought you to his motherfucking house. He's in and out like a robbery each and every time, but the dick so good and you so goddamn baffled and confused.
Up for that, though?
Dick ain't even really that good. Let me tell you why she's still fucking him.
Why?
Because our virtue. Your bitch ass just sat here and said
that's right. We gotta keep our and we gotta keep our numbers down.
Bad ass
over and over and over again.
We find our person because
we gotta keep our numbers down.
But oh, you
God forbid we add bodies because then we get talking to you like talking to us like you are.
You said you gonna fuck him till you find your person. If I'm your motherfucking person, but you fucking Slick Willie,
but
and
I ain't met you yet.
I ain't met you yet.
But when I come, you're not gonna get me because you fucking Slick Willie.
Because when you come in, I know you here.
Shit, I just don't want to add no more bodies to my account because then
so
you
let
judge
me
me for having
if you
all
don't,
the bodies.
unless you lie to me about fucking Slick Willie for the past 3 years, you're not gonna get me. Not me.
You know what? You on bullshit. And let me explain to you why you say that shit somewhere.
Like, nigga, you been fucking out both draw legs
my whole life.
You was not exactly. And women keep taking your ass down the goddamn aisle for bullshit.
God damn.
So no, that's not true.
Because I'm just like, even in my patterns, I'll go back to something old. Because I want to keep that number down. I'm not saying it's right.
But when you do that, you yourself said,
y'all gotta
by
stop
playing with
us.
this shit over here, I'm wasting time. Y'all said that.
Yeah.
We waste time. Yeah,
but
women need to stop. All I'm saying is, younger women don't need to get in a pattern of wasting time.
They should not get in a pattern of wasting time.
What happens is you're gonna be 40 fucking years old. You're gonna want Alonzo and Slick Willie, and neither one of them want you. But here come Melvin with his goddamn toothless ass.
You have to look
at this nigga.
Johnny. You have to look at the reason why a woman in her 20s is saying she don't want to get married or she's not interested in being married. If it's because she just want to be a hoe and she want to be out there, then whatever happens down the road, because she made that her decision, that's her choice, then so be it. Yes. But if she is saying, okay, I really kind of want to focus on my career. I want to be in a better place because I want to make sure that when he does show up,
I'm ready. That when I got my shit together.
That I got my shit, and then I can also match energy with someone.
Right. But you know what the problem with that is, though?
Everything is a motherfucking problem with you, Johnny.
No, not with me. It's not with me. Listen, with me. Listen, with me.
Whatever your motherfucking name is.
Playing so hard that
with me, with me, it's not that it's a problem with me. I'm telling you what the influx of information is, what niggas are saying.
So tell us what it is.
So some guys are basically on this type of time now. Like, bro, she got her shit together so much to the point that
she ain't got time for me.
No, it ain't even. That's a small part of it. That's a small piece. That's a small piece. She doesn't have time for me. That's a very small piece. But the other piece is because she don't need me, she won't submit to me. And I'm 40 years old. She's 40 years old. She live in goddamn Ballantyne. I live in motherfucking.
At the dude drop in.
I'm not. I'm not.
Get your cup.
Sips. She lives in Ballantyne. I live on West Boulevard, like where they ain't redone it yet. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking that.
No, we're not.
What I'm saying is,
but what if she
financially I'm not there, and that's fine.
Okay, so pause right there. We want to keep that dynamic.
Yes.
Okay.
Right? You meet this sister and she got all her shit together. And she's willing to accept you right where you are, but she challenges you to better yourself and be better.
That's fine. But
no,
it could be.
It can't be.
There's
if you
always
feeling
a but.
some type of way about the fact.
I'm not knocking it, but a knock is coming.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Somebody let this nigga in.
so this is what I mean. So, okay, and I get that. But sometimes it's either perceived as being one way or it's actually that way. And what I mean when I say that is sometimes either it's perceived to be like this woman is unruly and she's controlling and she's too masculine. She has too much masculine energy. That's the big thing that everybody's talking about.
If you as a man feel like a woman is too masculine for you, then your masculinity is what is
the issue.
In question.
Yes.
Okay, and I've said that.
That's personal.
And I've said that. However, what I do understand is that sometimes when a woman don't need a motherfucking man, she don't want to have a natural relationship with that nigga like that. You understand what I'm saying? So what I mean is he, say for example, and I've never been this dude, but I'm going to use him as an example. Babe, I don't think you should wear that. It's too revealing. I heard you. I understand where you're coming from, but I'm gonna wear it anyway. Because in the back of her mind,
she said, I bought it. I paid for it.
I bought it. I paid for it. I pay all my shit. I live on my own. I don't need you, even if you leave.
But here's the thing. But then, can I say this?
Yeah. Okay.
Some things about value. Mm-hmm. And if I value him, guess what?
And you won't do it.
I ain't gonna wear it.
But guess what though?
I know
these
I can.
Women don't
it's
value a lot of men because you have to understand something. There are some women that all they really ever wanted in life. We start off in life powerless. We're children and our parents have complete and total control. We have no power. We could beg, cry, plead, and they could still tell us no. We are powerless. We agree. Can we agree on that?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So from the time that we are born and experience growth and life in the family to the time that we become adults, we desire one thing and one thing only, and that is control over our own lives. Once we reach that point, for women, oftentimes up until this point, they have given their lives and given the reins of their lives and given control to the men that they marry, right? Up until a certain point. And these men had a certain level of control as to what the woman did and didn't do, because I'm your provider. I am, and that's what I'm saying.
And let me explain to you why I said,
when you
because I was
provide for
married
yourself, you can have that attitude.
Here's the thing, though.
You can have that
I was
attitude.
married to a provider.
Yeah,
Okay.
And I didn't look at certain things as control.
Yeah.
There were certain things.
different.
There were certain things I didn't do. For example, I'm a poet.
You were raised a certain
Okay.
way.
I'm a poet, and I've been writing since I was 9-10 years old, and I've always loved poetry.
Right.
My husband did not like for me to be in the poetry spots. He didn't like the content.
Okay.
And so guess what? Because I valued where he was, it didn't change. It didn't change that I was a poet. It didn't change that I had the gift. There were things that I did not do because I valued my marriage more than I valued the gift.
Exactly.
But these younger women, they've been taught different from what your mama taught you.
No,
I don't think, but that wasn't something that my mother taught me.
Yeah, that's something that you
something
just come
about
up of your
how you
own
feel.
self
It's
and
about
how you feel
a
with
balances
somebody.
of what is it that you want. What means more to me?
Exactly.
Being able to get out here on the stage and talk shit and make
For
people
5,
laugh
10
for 5 or
minutes.
10 minutes,
Or
or
what?
have peace in my house with my
Exactly.
man.
Let me ask a question there. I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to ask you, because that's where I realize that I feel that I'm making my mistake. I'm telling you what it is instead of asking you what it is or what your perception is or what you see.
So true, because you keep telling us.
Or what you see. So let me ask you this. Outside of your immediate circle of influence, you understand what I mean when I say this?
Yes.
Okay. Would you say that the majority of society in our community, when it comes to the female gender, feels the same way as you all and those who are in your immediate realm of influence?
In regards to what?
In regards to
Wanting to be married?
No,
Or-
in regards to how they approach relationship when they don't really need a man.
Or
It's
younger.
it's hard to
Younger.
make
The younger
it's
women.
it's hard to make that type of assessment because we're all made up of our experiences and what we've seen and what we've witnessed. So it's hard to say, yeah, everybody feels or nobody feels or this
most
percentage
people,
feels
but you
or
can say
most
most
people feel.
people
What I
or
can
fewer
say
people.
is that most people want to love and want to be loved.
And that's
Absolutely.
just the overall of it.
But
And
see,
in that-
the problem is that there was a time when love and marriage were
Coincided.
Nowadays, it's like, I'm cool loving you, but we don't need to get married.
But sometimes we don't need to get married because we see that we're not ready. So why set myself up for failure? Why not?
Why waste my motherfucking time?
Maybe
might
it's
not be a
wasting my
wasting of
Maybe it's
time.
saying we just gonna continue to grow. I know you got some growing to do. I got some growing to do. So let's grow. But you're my person.
So now
You're my
women,
person.
so there was a time when a man would say that. Now it's the women saying this shit.
I've said it. I felt like
Now it's the women saying,
but
and
because
it's a role reversal on
because
some
you
real
know
shit
what?
because he's in the bed with the fucking covers pulled up to his goddamn chin talking about, I want to get married.
But if
I'm
you
in
can,
love.
If
Like,
you can see that something will fail if you jump into it right now, why jump?
don't jump.
But
don't,
it's not wasting your time because
So
if that's the
don't
case,
jump.
Y'all have wasted our time for many, many moons.
So listen, don't jump. But don't complain when you are 40 or 45, unmarried,
I'm about to pour some liquor in your cup. So
childless, and Tyrone is with 30-year-old Quita fucking her brains out, putting babies in her every other year, and having the time of his fucking life. Because what happens
like
is
a horror story for her.
no, but listen, Quita happy than a motherfucker. Quita happy than. Let me tell you why Quita happy. Quita happy as shit because she like, man, This motherfucker, every pregnancy, he massage my feet, he rub my back, he do this, he do that. In the bedroom when I'm not pregnant, he going downtown, he goddamn spreading things, he doing things that I never imagined any man would ever do. He's touching my uterus, all of this stuff. She's happy than a motherfucker. And financially, whether he really has it or not, he might be a blue collar nigga, but he bringing the check, dropping the whole fucking check off. Like what your dad did, what my dad did, what some of the other guys you heard about did, right? He doing the shit and so now Quita's upset. So she's looking at his story on Facebook and she's saying, niggas ain't shit. They'll ride you. They'll run you in the ground. Stuff. No, listen. They'll run you because this is what they'll say. They'll do this. They'll use you, abuse you, run you in the ground. Then they'll go marry some other bitch. That type of shit they say. Right?
But because men do that.
Yeah, it does.
That happens. They will fuck you over here so they can look like you don't have to give it up. I'll wait. Bitch, he ain't waiting. He fucking her. He fucking on a regular basis. So now he looks angelic, like his virtue is intact. But he been fucking up. This is the covers, bitch. So he looks like his shit is intact. She don't know she been bamboozled, led astray, hoodwinked, but she got a husband.
Right. So here's what my point is this though. I'm trying to get off of the women that's just hoeing and the women with the careers and get to the women who's traumatized. Some women have been traumatized. And
that's true.
To the point that they like, you know what?
But like I told you the other day, mentally we've all been traumatized.
Everybody.
In some way, shape, or form.
But some people have not been traumatized. You
got men that don't want to be like they daddy because they watch their daddy dog their mama.
Yeah.
You know, so or they watch their mama dog their daddy. So everybody's dealing with their own trauma, and it plays out and it plays out in our relationships and in our dealings and how we handle each other. Period. You know, one of the biggest things for me is that I tell people all the time. You know, one of the flaws of dating me is that I always have a pair and a spare. Why? Because I have a fear of feeling like someone took advantage of me.
What is a pair? Okay, let's explain this.
Okay, so here's a pair and a spare. So I may be seriously dealing with one individual person. Even if I'm in a relationship, sometimes I will carry on side conversations. I'm not sleeping with anybody else. Right. But I will entertain some conversations that would probably be deemed as cheating if a woman found a man doing it. It would be, she would feel like he was cheating. But it's because of my trauma. It's because of that fear of being left alone with nothing, or even trauma from past relationships where I've put all my eggs in a basket and then you take my motherfucking basket and just throw it on the motherfucking ground and step on it. No, bitch, I'm gonna leave some eggs over here.
Exactly. I got
so eggs when you leave, I ain't got to lay down.
And I got eggs over here.
I might cry for a minute, but you know what? I'm finna, as soon as I get that
cry about it, but I'm gonna
cry. But when I get through crying, I'm gonna call. Hey, boo, what's going on? Because I make everybody feel like they the onlyest one and they special. And part of that is also being a poet. I tell people all the time, one of my friends posted something on Facebook and she was like, she's a poet too. And she said, I be lying, y'all. And that's why these niggas be falling in love with me. And I said, and that's why I don't date poets. Because it's the words. I don't date poets because I can paint you a picture with my words.
Yeah.
And so for me, when I talk to other people,
that explains a lot for me why I'm so sharp on my shit.
You know,
I'm not a poet though. I'm a rapper.
So, it's wordsmith. Yeah. It's a play on words. I can sell you. Listen, I sell a vacuum cleaner to a homeless motherfucker.
He'd be out there vacuuming the concrete.
You know, so
this motherfucker work good as hell. I don't know where to put it.
So, but it's a part of my trauma and my defense mechanism. And so, and when I meet someone and I gradually let that down and I start letting go of the spares and the extras just to hone in and focus, because I will, because I know that it's what I want. But when I do that and you fuck me over, You ain't got no reason to.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't got no reason to.
That's understandable.
The end all be all is if y'all stop hurting us, we'll stop hurting y'all. We'll stop dogging y'all. We'll stop.
I get that.
Yeah,
and in theory,
we have to work together.
Listen,
no,
in theory that works.
In theory, that's true. It's
in theory, that's true.
It's the fact.
But what I'm
have
saying
to work
is,
together. We don't value each other enough as
hence
black
an
women and
episode
black
that
men.
I've been trying to get y'all to fuck with me on, and we ain't got there yet. Stalemate. The reason there are so many fucking stalemates is because in theory it works. But guess what? I'm not letting my life jacket go.
But here's the
You're
thing.
not
It's
letting
funny
your
you should
life
say that
jacket
because
go.
I told you that I met someone and I'm kind of digging him, right? So I told him the other day, I said, hey, I kind of want to talk to you. I want to have a conversation with you. I want to have a face-to-face conversation with you. Because what I want to do is I want to tell him my truth. Like, I'm looking for someone that I can tell my truth to and be 100. In the conversation, y'all, I wanted to go something like this. You know what? You kind of met me at this time in my life, and this is where I am. You know, I kind of have this person that I deal with. It ain't going nowhere. Do I care about him? I do, but he doesn't really have the ability to love me the way I desire and deserve to be loved.
Right.
But I hold on to it for whatever reasons, and I'm wanting
Safety
to let
net.
that go.
Yeah.
I just need to know, what is it that you want, and what is it that you're looking for?
But can I be honest with you?
Go for it.
That is
Because you're saying you want my time.
That is the most dangerous thing you could possibly
But guess
do.
what? That's
Do
where
you
I
understand
am.
why I would say that?
But I get where she's coming from.
I
with
get
it,
it.
but
We're not 12. We're
I
not
would
20.
love to be able
but you know,
to bear.
that runs a lot of people off.
No, and not just that.
Yeah.
It
And that's
also
the hard
it
part, because we
also
don't have
gives
time to
me
wait.
the tools or it hands
manipulate
me the
you.
loaded gun.
To manipulate.
Well, see, now here's the thing with that. I agree with you. But then you also have to know and understand.
That's you. That's what I was like, yeah.
But
It's me.
and as
it's
powerful
you.
of
Because
a woman
even
as you
as
are,
I'm coming
and
with
as strong,
everything
yeah.
and putting everything on the table. Now, mind you, I don't have this conversation with everybody, because the thing about me is
Everybody
I talk
ain't
to these
worthy of
niggas
that.
long enough. I
She
talk to them long
hoes.
enough. Yeah, I talk to these niggas long enough that I feel you out. And if you want bullshit, you want bullshit. And if there are certain things, this ain't it. He might be cool, but he ain't it. But this particular person that I'm talking to, there's some things that I see. There's some things that I hear that make me
Want to go a little
want to
further and
step
say,
into that
Right.
dangerous
get
area
it.
and say, this is what it is. Because at the end of the day, let's be honest. I'm willing to take that chance.
You have to be willing to take.
I'm
that
willing
chance.
to
And
take
that's
that
a hard
chance.
That's
thing.
what love
Because
is.
guess what?
That's what love is.
But guess what? I'm
Chance.
willing to take that chance. Because guess what? At the end of the day, if it turns out
She got a pair.
that it didn't work, this motherfucker over here gonna be right there.
Gonna be right there. But here's the thing.
You gonna
have to sleep with him.
You wasted 2 years with this motherfucker.
No,
2 years with this
you're not
motherfucker.
understanding what I'm saying
2
to
years
you.
with
I'm
this
not
motherfucker.
wasting time.
Now you're
I'm not wasting
50-something.
time. I'm not wasting time, because here's the thing. I'm willing to say,
She's still
if
taking
you are
applications
wanting,
if this one don't work out.
if I'm saying to this person, this new individual now, that we've had enough conversations, we've talked enough, I've gotten a feel for him, there's just some things. If I'm willing to say I'm willing to put all my cards on the table and take a chance on this, but here's my truth, here's what I'm dealing with, because I don't want you to feel like, because I already know this nigga ain't just gonna go away.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna cut him off.
Okay.
Because if you tell me that this is what you want, and you
Then I'm
you
gonna
want
give you my
to you
full
want to get to know
full
me,
attention.
you really want to build, then guess what? Now you become
Is
my
this
focus.
before or after the cookies?
This is before. And let me
Okay.
tell you why. I have this in
I have unicorn cookies, and I seem to try.
Right.
I seem to make men want to
they
stay.
want to stay.
But here's
They
the
are. I
thing.
told my kids,
Before a
baby,
nigga
they
get the
always
cookies.
come back.
Yes.
Every dude is the one before we get the goddamn cookies. If he's a smart man.
That's not the case.
He's an intelligent
but
man.
you have to understand that Johnny, at our age, and I would hope that at our age, Negro, you
I don't
want
know
more
who
than just
Johnny
the
is,
cookies.
but
Jay,
she obviously
Jay.
wants me to be him. I'll be him.
Jay, at our age, I'm sorry. I don't know who.
I'm just messing with you. Come on.
You would hope that you would be at a place where you want.
But the thing is, they aren't. They're just
do
they're
you
just
feel
extra
like
grown.
that there are no men out there
No.
that reach a point at their life where they feel like
I don't
I've
feel
done
like
this.
there are no men
There's
out
a
there,
lot
but I
of
feel
them.
like
But they're not the ones that you want because they're pissing themselves.
Okay, I'm done. I need you to go ahead and sign out because I'm finished.
But remember,
I gotta go to work.
the ones that we didn't date on our age bracket when we were that age. You know, you were 18, you don't really date the 18-year-old because the boys in my school, they stupid, but they 45 and they still stupid. Some of them.
So it's a roll of the dice.
Everything.
And I get that. Everything is a roll of the
That's
dice. It's a roll of the dice every day that I spend
true.
with this individual that maybe one day you're going to step into your own and be what.
And will that be
That's
the
true.
day after you decide to say, you know what, I'm
done.
And everything.
And that's usually how it happens.
Yeah.
And
it
if
happens
it's
after the fact.
and I have gotten to the point where I feel like if it happens the day after I'm done and you decide to be that for somebody else, guess what? I don't feel bad because it just you weren't for me.
Maybe
That's true.
it.
But sis, this is all I'm gonna say. I know you gotta.
closing.
I know you gotta. You know.
Yeah, we
do your
gotta
thing.
wrap it up.
I don't want you to get stuck with Mushmouth Melvin.
I'm not gonna get stuck with Mushmouth Melvin
Because first of all, she gonna call him mush mouth.
because I'm probably gonna call him that out the gate.
She gonna be like,
Girl.
mush mouth did it. You know you ain't got no teeth. I made you a bunch of soft shit over here. This our food.
Oh my God.
You know it.
But so here's the thing, and so I know how easy it could be for women, especially women of a particular age,
Yeah.
and to feel like it's an attack or an insult or something on them. You know what I'm saying? When I say some of the stuff that I say,
Yeah.
And I'm not necessarily saying it to women that are in their 40s.
You were talking about
right
the younger
now.
generation, really saying.
These motherfuckers that's in their 20s right now.
But I'm saying that because
They
I have
have a
daughters
very
in
sad-
that age bracket, and I don't feel
you
like that.
raise your
like that.
daughters different though. So you have to
So
understand.
you think I'm the only person out here raising my daughter with some values?
No.
Because here's the thing that I
it's
tell my
not the
daughter.
majority.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll
It's not the
agree with that.
majority.
It's not the majority.
And so what
I
I'm
will
saying
agree
is,
with that, like-
you had a lot of women who had children who never mothered those children.
Yeah.
They never taught
agree
them
with that.
anything. I'm being real with you.
Or they taught them a lot of things, but they
But they
taught
taught them the wrong shit.
wrong things. That you know what I'm saying? If he ain't got no money, don't even look that way. You know,
Like
a lot
a
of that
girl
stupid,
told me one time
superficial
that
stuff.
her mama told, and she was my age. She's a little, maybe a year or two younger than me. We dated a while, and but I don't know how well she learned because she said this stuff, but she still dealt with me, and it was what it was. But she basically said, my mama told me basically that when I deal with a man, I should come home with more than a wet ass. All I got for you is a wet ass, baby girl, because I'm not giving you my money because I got kids and shit. But I was decent enough of a man that when you tried to spend money on me, when you got your taxes that you should have been spending on your kid, I didn't let you spend your money on me. I told you to take care
Well,
of your
see,
fucking
she heard
children.
something that her mother said, but she didn't apply it because my mother told me the same thing. And guess what? I ain't.
You
Yeah, I
ain't
was about to
what?
say, yeah,
I ain't just. I'm not.
You're not just out here fucking
I
for
just
no
ain't
reason.
out here fucking for the sports.
So what is it saying? What is the message though? Is the message like
Basically what they were trying to say
You
was
need to
be
take
with
care of
somebody,
you?
be with somebody that you really are in a
That's
relationship
right.
with, that you're building with.
That's
no?
right.
I was crazy about it.
But that's what they were
not crazy, but you weren't crazy enough about it to help
No,
her.
yeah.
You weren't crazy enough about it to be
I
a
wasn't in
giver
a
and give her
position.
something. Okay, then say that you weren't in a position.
what I
But
went- what I
the way
did
you
do-
presented it was all I got for you is a wet ass. Man, I
Yeah,
ain't got
that's
nothing.
all I got.
That's all I can give
I
you.
can,
But
I
if
can,
you
I can
had
put
more,
some
would you
juice
have
in your
done?
box.
If you had more, would you have done more for that particular woman?
I'm okay. I'm gonna be honest.
Mm-hmm.
When I have it, I'm not as selfish as I am as a person. I'm not selfish with resources when I have it. You know what I'm saying? So if I have a friend that needs something, a girlfriend that needs something, and I have it,
Now give me
that's not a problem.
$150.
So I know.
Well, so what had happened?
But what I was saying was, with that particular woman, if you had it, would you have? Was she a woman that you deem, when you think back in your life, worthy
I
of?
did things for her. I did things for her. I just didn't do things. So what she
maybe
was
she didn't
accustomed
go
to.
home with just a wet ass
No,
in
she
her
didn't.
mind.
But so what she was accustomed to was the dope boys, because she was the little ghetto princess. The dope boys.
Yeah, got you.
Pedestalized her. I was no longer a dope boy. I worked every day. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't have the greatest job. I was fucking pest control dude. You know what I'm saying? Spraying people's houses. Now, I made decent money.
But not enough to just throw it around.
Not enough to just throw it around. And I had my own fucking bills, and I had kid and shit and all that. So, and then I'm a responsible type motherfucker. If I got bills, I'm gonna pay motherfucker. I'm responsible. That's one. Motherfucker can say whatever the fuck they want to say about Jay, but the one thing they'll say is, nigga is actually responsible. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, because all that hoeing and you ain't got that many kids.
No, I don't have a lot. No, I don't have a lot, but I still have too many for my taste. That's what I'm getting at.
A whole bunch of kids.
But
not to equal out the hoeing.
No, not to equal out the hoeing, because I was pull-out game was on gangster.
Something.
But when my thing was, I was like, hey, let's go somewhere. Let's do something. Mm-hmm. Because your life is boring as fuck. You're a young single mother of 2 kids living with your mom.
So you were giving her something. That's the
what
whole
I'm saying.
point.
Like you felt like you weren't giving
just
her
because
anything
you weren't giving her a dollar amount. You weren't physically handing her cash. You were giving her something. Yeah. You were spending time with her.
When
we know that time is something you can't get back. It's very valuable.
So
that's what I mean when I say I fucked with her. Like I really was
into
her.
So that's the thing. Yeah. So when you say her mama told her don't come home with don't just go get a wet ass. Don't fuck with a nigga can only give you wet ass. You were giving her more than that.
And you know what you didn't give her?
I think her mama meant snaps.
I know because my grandmother used to say the same thing.
Was okay with you didn't give her another baby. You didn't give her another mouth to feed.
I don't think I could have given her another because I was.
Oh Lord.
You know what?
In
conclusion, women are out there. And they're living their lives.
Right. And
some of it is not going to be a great future. Some of it is going to be a great future with a lot of knowledge. Mm-hmm. In you know what I'm saying? Some people, they're just going to make the wrong decisions. That's just how life goes. Some people are going to fall off to the wayside, and some people are going to go and prosper. That's just it. Women.
And at the end of the day, there's somebody for everybody.
There is, because ugly motherfuckers be coupled up.
Listen,
like
I'm not mad at you bad bitches that marry Mushmouth Melvin. I'm not mad at y'all. But at the end of the day, when goddamn tight chest Tyrone was trying to holler at you and he ain't goddamn have his shit together. Say what?
We can name a motherfucker.
I know.
Tight chest Tyrone.
Tight chest Tyrone. And he didn't have his shit together and you ain't want to fuck with him and all he can do is dick me down and yada and all that stupid shit. Now you ready for tight chest Tyrone, but he checking out Tiny Titty Tina.
You know what?
Good night. You don't even get up. You don't get nothing. Just good night. It's over. Run the motherfucking credits.
This is what I will say.
Sis is sick of them.
She's sick of. She tired of me. She tired of my black. No, this is the only thing I'm gonna say. Like honestly, like if you know that you want to be married. Keep that in your mind. Don't prioritize everything else. Men and women. Don't prioritize everything else over marriage because time waits for no man and it will run out and you could potentially end up settling. You might meet the finest, wealthiest person of your life, but do you really want to roll the dice? That's all I'm saying.
I agree.
I can deal with that.
I can deal with that as a closing.
Yes.
Prioritize. Think about it. Think about your priorities and where they are, what you want, not just what you want right now in this moment, but what you want in the future. And make decisions based on an end goal.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes, I can agree with that.